Hey, how's it going, everybody? Uh, there might be some howling going on. The dogs were howling when I first walked out, but I figured I'd show you what I've done so far, man. I've turned the Remo into the General Rocket, basically. I'm gonna paint the Mustang. Is the only reason I did this. I'm painting the Mustang a different color. So, but the Mustang is going right back on the Remo. I just figured I could drive it still with a body on it. Not quite sure what I'm going to do with the Mustang, but you know, as far as the paint job goes, but it's going to be tight no matter what. The 67 Shelby Mustang is cool, even pretty much 90% rust around it. So anyway, I'm going to try to get a few shots of it running, but unfortunately the General Lee will be surpassed by this thing. This is so fast that I'm almost scared to drive it with this old General Lee body on it, basically itself, like the ones they made that were slow. So basically this crack that's in the roof right here, I made that myself just by cleaning it off. Listen to this. You hear the dogs whining? That's what they do when I leave them. They just, it's almost like an anxiety separation thing, like. But anyway, yeah, I'm probably going to get some runs on it, and I'll try to get a few shots. But basically, as fast as this thing is, I don't want to take a chance to look at a phone while I'm driving it. I'm just not practiced with the whole driving and shooting a phone at it. So I like to set it up somewhere and possibly get a shot of it. But anyway, I'm going to do that. All right. I'm going to start off on low with this thing. But yeah, this on high would just leave the Remo, but yeah, see, that's what I was talking about. One flip like that on the road up there and that body's gone. So realistically, like you would a real Dodge Charger, you don't want to wreck it. Whoa. I normally would have it raked before I do this, but I'm going to rake it with this. Kind of hard to control with these Lee. But the Remo will be able to go across this stuff easier because of the spiked wheels that I put on the front. Let me make sure I turned it off. All right, yeah. My lights came unhooked. The back tail lights that I had hooked up on it, they got unhooked somehow, so. And so did the ones on this one. Alright. Let's see how this looks running around. Yeah, those front spike wheels eat into the ground. Makes it easier. That's the little side plate that I got on it, scrubbing up against the tire. Yeah, I see it. That's going to make my drift different on one side. I'm going to have to cut that. Every time I turn it right, it comes out. So. Yeah, I like the General Rocket for it. That sounds pretty good. Here, let's put it back this way where you can see it. I'll try to get some street shots when I can, but anyway, that's my General Rocket right there for now, until I get my Mustang painted, that is. I'm going to have to cut that right there. But anyway, until I get my Mustang painted, I'm going to drive the General Rocket. So, and like I said, this Remo Rocket, everything underneath it is rusted. But it's still just rolling. I can take it through the yard over there when it reaches top speed, and it will drift around that whole square. I'll come in from the actual road up there, right there, go that away and drift it into my yard, and it'll drift all the way around it. So it's an actual good car. Yeah, and the spike wheels will help you drift better. Before I put the spike wheels on it on the front, the front end would just kind of slide into the turn instead of hold it. But once you put some spike wheels on the front of it, you can drift all day with it. You know, as long as you rake the yard first. Anyway. All right, I'm gonna try to capture this speed run, but like I said, one flip. Oh, yeah, I feel more comfortable looking at the car than the phone, so. I would rather it wreck in the leaves than the. Yeah, there she is. Let's see if I can zoom in any. Yeah, this thing's bad, man. I would just rather drive a more realistic looking car. You know, it's for me, it's, you know, the speed is cool and all, but I like a more visual, you know, that's like a nice thing to see when you know, the one that came on it, you know, the Jeep is awesome. You know, the other ones that they got, like the Drive one, they're cool too, but it looks more like the front of a jet ski than a car I would be driving, you know. But anyway, yeah. Let's get it back this way and I'll try to. Whoa. It still didn't flip though. Yeah, just burning them coming up. Feel like one side's spinning harder than the other, huh? Why does it keep going that way? Anyway, I'll get it properly set up. And I mean, when you drive slow though, I guess it is pulling to the one way a little bit. Yeah, my bad. I just ain't used to recording while driving. Yeah, I'm having to hold it to the left to keep it straight. All right, I hit a big rock. Anyway, let me straighten this out. Anyway, yeah, it didn't just cut to the. Yeah, that's way better. I didn't even turn, I just hit the brakes. Yep, one turn and you can flip it on the road. It normally flips all the way over, but put a few scratches in it maybe, but it looks pretty good still. And I went over it a few times with the paint. Rode a little wheelie and I missed it. Let's see. I knew that was gonna flip it. Uh-oh, flipping it actually made the lights come back on. The lights are working again. You can't see them in the daytime though. But yeah. Like this needs to be on dirt. Once I rake that out there, this will be pretty much too fast for that short yard right there. There won't be enough room, but if I had a yard like that with more area, this thing would be awesome. Like just on a dirt with slightly bumpy area, it would be great. I mean, obviously you can hear the power in it, but anyway, that's what I did. It's awesome. I like it. You know, like I said, for the area, I scratched it. I guess I'll just have to repaint it. If anybody that is watching it has a suggestion on how I can, you know, get this paint off without melting the body or something like that, then that would be cool, because I don't really know. You know, a lot of people talk about all the RC stuff that they got to put on it, like these cheap RC bodies that I have. Those were the kind of cars that I was used to getting, cars that would not do things like this one will. Like, this is the greatest stuff that I've ever owned. Mine, I could beat it walking, you know, at a slow pace. I could take 2 steps back and 1 forward and still beat the cars that I was driving. So anyway, friends, this here is a historic moment. The first jump ever made by General Rocket. And yes, it will jump a garbage can lid with nothing on it. But if you don't let off the throttle at the right moment, and that's even with this part catching the tire the whole time and stuff. Watch, hold on. Yeah, it's catching bad. Anyway, the Remo Rocket plus the General Lee equals the General Rocket, and it runs great. That's just the leaf. It isn't cracked. It does have scratches on it, but that stuff has been there since I've had it forever. A couple little scratches there. The more like the color of the plastic is changing, you know, but yeah. Anyway, it's run sweet like that, but also the Mustang, you know, with the Mustang on it, it's just, any car you put on this is going to look sweet running, because the Remo Rocket with wider tires on the front with spikes, and you can drift it all day long and jump it. It still jumps great. I highly recommend the Remo Rocket, and the truck that comes on it looks sweet, don't get me wrong, but like I said, I'm more into old classics, so I just take the vehicle frame that I like and put it on a body that I like, you know, put it under a body I like. So I recommend the Remo Rocket. You can upgrade it and make it faster than it comes factory, so it just, I don't know. Anyway, take care.